But in training, you have to be your own GPS. All right, here we go. I'm in Albuquerque for a few days, so trying to get some work in. It's been a few days since I've been in the gym, so did 17 hours on the road day before yesterday. Yesterday I felt like complete shit. So finally getting back in here. I'm in Iron Soul Gym in Albuquerque, getting my workout in. Today's gonna see if we can actually do volume right now or if we're still out of shape and trying to get back into it. Honestly, it just feels good not to sit. We're gonna work up to, I think, a heavy 4x5 today. I haven't quite adjusted to the altitude yet, so I was feeling kind of sick earlier. Drank a Jamba Juice smoothie and it revived me. But it's crazy because you don't realize altitude actually makes a difference when it's, what are we in the woodlands? We're like probably 30 or 40 miles above sea level, maybe miles, feet. Here, I don't even know what we are. It's got to be like in the thousands, right? I don't know anything about elevation, so don't quote me. Oh yeah, definitely still feeling it a little bit. Take a little longer to warm up. It's kind of funny, when I first came in here, the lady at the counter was like, there's a second half of the gym on the other side of this wall. So I come in and she's like, okay, this is the more intense side of the gym and this is the more chill side. I'm like, okay, intense side, that's where I'm going. So I can drop a jerk overhead and not worry about scaring somebody. There we go. Oh, yikes. I think we're probably gonna do like maybe like 160 if we're feeling it. Maybe we'll have to see. Basically, I'm just gonna do a hard set 5, maybe like RPE 7, and then try to get 3 more right there. My body's not really feeling it, but I think this is one of those days where you gotta make it cooperate. We're definitely bringing out the belt a little early today. It was definitely harder than it should have been. I'm ashamed to say I don't know if 160 is going to happen today. Maybe we'll just try it. We'll just try it. We got nothing to lose. If it absolutely sucks, we'll reroute. But I'm just going to cross that bridge when I get there. Last time I was in Albuquerque, I was 9. It's when I was moving up here from, I guess, down to Houston from Portland, which is where I grew up. So don't remember any of it, obviously. Except we have this cool tram. I think it's like the longest tram in the US. Tram ride on, I think it's on Sandia Mountain. I remember when I was a kid and I was like freaked out because I hadn't been on anything like that before. But I want to do it again this time. I don't think I'm going to get around to it. But that's the only thing I remember from Albuquerque from when I was like little. All right. We got to use our nuts a little bit here. Ooh. Man. Definitely feeling the altitude. I think I'm gonna do one set more. I don't want to totally kill myself. So we'll do our 3 sets of 5. We'll do it at 3:15 though. So we'll just go down. I'm low-key dying, which means I'm out of shape. Oh, I told you guys. Told y'all. Oh man. I'm gonna blame it on the altitude like a bitch. We're gonna reroute. I'm not gonna be able to do anything else worth the shit if I finish these squats. I'm gonna reroute to our Olympic work, do our bodybuilding on the back end, try to blast the quads in the back, and we'll be out of here. Big thing about programming and self-modulating. You can have a program that's set for however many weeks out or however many months. You can have years planned out, which some guys do when you're really good. That's a plan. That's like, it's like if you leave your house, say you're going on a road trip. I'm on a road trip right now, so relatable, I guess. But when I drive from Houston to Albuquerque, I have the route mapped out before I get on the road. Once I get on the road, though, anything can happen. There could be weather, there could be traffic, there could be an accident somewhere, it could be a road closed, and you have to know how to reroute. Now, if you have a GPS, obviously, it's just going to reroute for you. But in training, you have to be your own GPS. You have to be able to sense when, like, okay, I've got an ache or a pain, I have to regress this movement or these days or whatever, the intensity, and then address the issue at hand, and then you can get back on track, back into your route. So, like for me right now, I had some travel stuff going on that I wasn't really anticipating. I mean, it kind of was, but I just thought I was going to handle it different than I did. So I was wanting to start week 1 on Monday. And with where I'm at right now, I don't know if I'm going to do that. And if I do, it's going to be at least with lower weights than I was anticipating when I was starting. So that's just to say, you have to know yourself, you have to know your body, know what you're adapting to, know what your body's telling you in order to see the best route for yourself with your programming and knowing when to go off track and when to go back on track. But it just takes a while to get the hang of it. This bar I'm using is definitely not Olympic bar, so the re-racks are beating the shit out of me. There's a wall right next to, I guess, a bar rack, bar tree, whatever. There's a bunch of bars that are Olympic lifting bars. There's literally like 7 or 8 of them right next to where I got the camera set up. Problem is they all have locks on the top of them. So I went around the whole gym looking at the different bars they have. And this is, I think, the best bar. Obviously not a deadlift bar or something. It's not a weightlifting bar though, so no snappiness, no whip or anything. It's just crash. And I'm out to work. I think we got 1 or 2 more sets here. We're just gonna go for a daily heavy. I want to do some snatch work. I think it's gonna be ugly. I'm in what I call a recreation block, 2 to 3 weeks after I compete. If the peak is no longer there, which was the case on my end, take a few weeks, try to see where we're at with some different lifts. That I really like, to give yourself just a little extra feedback before you get into your actual programming for your next block. Yeah, I'm totally gassed. What we might do next is might move to, well, first off, 133-ish. I can't do the math in my head. 132. I think it's going to end up being our top set. Might push for like 140, but we're just going to see. Snatch work, I'm already telling you, don't have the legs for it. I'm totally out of breath right now. On y'all's behalf, I don't want to be an embarrassment, so I'm trying not to pass out. Totally gassed. I'm going to be forced to call the Olympic stuff early because I was changing a light bulb a few days ago. I went to unscrew it. The glass exploded and went like straight into my finger. I thought I was going to need stitches. Didn't obviously get any. So I don't want to make this worse than it already is. I'm going to move on to machine work. We don't have to use my fingers. And we'll be out of here. I'll see you guys in the car for like a post-gym update, I guess.
I completely forgot to check in with you guys when I got back to the car because I was that exhausted. I just knocked out some leg extensions and called it. So yeah, we're in Albuquerque right now. I'll send you guys some updates kind of while we're here, but we're driving out to Murphy's, California, and it was like a 38-hour drive or something like that. So we were looking at, obviously we need a place to stay. I'm not going to do a whole 38-hour drive at once. And Albuquerque was kind of the halfway point. I've got family out in Santa Barbara, so we're staying with them, which is about 8 hours from Murphy's, I think. And then directly between Santa Barbara and the Woodlands is Albuquerque. So we're staying a few days in Albuquerque as our halfway point. That'll be good. We'll get kind of refreshed, I think, instead of just having to do long drive after long drive after long drive. But yeah, first workout, I actually, the last couple days, thought that I beat the altitude sickness. And then today, me and Marin were feeling pretty not too great from it. So it kicked my ass in the workout a little bit more than I thought it was going to. But, you know, it's all good. I think tomorrow will be a little bit better, or the next day. And then that'll be our last training with this kind of altitude, I think. I don't know what the altitude of Murphy's is, but I know for sure Santa Barbara isn't very high altitude. So this is definitely going to be the most challenging training environment. I feel like such a little bitch saying like, oh, the altitude just kicked my ass. But it's true, and I'm a little gassed because of it. But yeah, so is what it is. I appreciate you guys for. There's like a little kid right behind the car. I don't know what he's doing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and I guess entertaining my workouts. Hopefully you guys can actually learn something from watching me sort of lift and sort of philosophize about exercise. And yeah, appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.